I am just gonna do it maximum fan speed. Point blank. That's maximum. Can go no more. Wow! Look at that. It's still working. Look at that. In my previous video, I showed you how to make a sander out of a ceiling fan. I still have a lot of other parts from the ceiling fan, so I figure I would show you other projects I'm gonna do with the rest of the ceiling fan. Let's get started. First is the lights. This ceiling fan has 2 lights. I used to have one that has 4 lights. So I made a couple of security lights at the outside corner of my house. The switch on this light is a pull switch, which is perfect for this. The light is installed about 10 feet up on the wall. If the switch was on or near the light, there would be no way for me to reach and turn it on if it's all the way up there. But because it's a pull switch, I can just use a wire and tie it to this pull switch and voila, I can just turn it on and off from the ground. For the second project, I'm going to use the fan blades. This can be made into a sign easily, and I can just hang it onto a wall with the pre-drilled holes. I have 4 blades left and they look like wings. So let's make something that has 4 wings like a dragonfly. This is very simple to make. It's just a piece of wood at the center and mount the 4 blades on, and voila, we have a humongous dragonfly that sadly cannot fly. But it can just land on my wall and permanently attach to it. If it stays out there long enough, one day it might turn into a fossil for the next generation to admire. So the next item I have is these fan blade arms here. There are 2 mounting holes on the bottom here, and I can just mount it on the wall, and there is a space between it and the wall, so I can make it into a hook so that I can hang towel, clothes, and it's quite sturdy enough for me to hang my cordless power tool on. So here's how I mount the drill onto the fan blade arms here. Use my hook on the side of the drill and just hook it on just like that, and it's very sturdy. This is another drill, just hook it on, boom, just like that. You can see how sturdy that is. I'm shaking it real good. The next thing I have is the housing for the motor, and I'm going to use this for my alcohol stove. This metal ring here is perfect to make a windbreaker for the stove. This is to make a stand for the stove, so it's going to go on top here. Now we can put my pot on top and we have a perfect cooking stove for the outside, because sometimes when you use this alcohol stove, if you don't have a wind blocker, it's very inefficient and you waste a lot of fuel. Alright, let's give it a try. Alright, it's on. It's not very windy today, so I'm using a fan to simulate the wind, and it's blowing directly onto that stove, and it's cooking just fine. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see it's working just fine in there. You can see the flame in there. It's too bright outside, so it's hard to see the flame, but alright. It's too windy outside, so I bring it inside so you can easily see the flame. And that's a beautiful flame. I'm gonna put my pot on. That's beautiful inside there. Got my fan ready, and I'm gonna turn it on. Let's see what's happening to my stove. It is going pretty strong. It's not affected at all. And we're almost boiling here. Now you can see the vapor coming off of my pot here, and it's boiling. And usually if the wind is strong, it's next to impossible to cook without a wind blocker like this. So this makes it extremely efficient in the wind. I'm going to increase my fan speed a little bit. See what's going on here. Still going strong. See that? It's affected a little bit, but still going strong. I am just gonna do it maximum fan speed. Point blank. That's maximum. Can go no more. Wow! Look at that. Still working. Look at that. That is pretty cool. Of course, it's blowing all the water vapor away and it's cooling my pot. But this is the proof that it works just fine any kind of wind. And last but not least, the lampshade. I use it as a flower pot in my garden, and this one here is from another ceiling fan, and I've been using this for over 10 years without any problem at all. I put it on a pot stand right here, and it looks great. Let me show you this one. This one looks more like a pot than a lampshade, but it's actually from a ceiling fan. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's it for now, folks. There are probably many more great ideas out there about what you can do with all of these parts from a ceiling fan. And if you have any other ideas, I would love to hear from you, so please write in the comments below and share it with other viewers as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.